What good is a day of caching in a new area without a tree climb? Hello, gotcha. Highway right over there. Ground right down there. On to the next.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more.
Hey y'all, this is Cache the Line, and I am just super excited because today is a special day. 10 years ago to the day, I found my first geocache. It is officially my cache-anniversary. And to celebrate the day, I traveled 250 kilometers from home to come to the site of that very first geocache. Right here, well, over there. I still have the photo from my very first cache find. And yep, it was a film can. But I am not done. The cache was called Griffon, and it was hidden behind this plaque that's right here, over there. Let's go see if we can actually find where the cache was hidden. All I remember was searching all along this rock wall. It seemed like forever. It could be behind that rock, that rock, that rock, in that little crack there. For a first cache, this was crazy. But what's more crazy is I didn't really appreciate the significance of the location because I wasn't really into, understanding history and plaques and everything. This plaque is for the Griffon, which is a boat from the 17th century. It launched and it never landed. And my goal for this day to celebrate my 10-year cache-anniversary is to go and visit the location that is most widely believed to be where this ship crashed. And it's not here, but it is on Manitoulin Island. So I get to take a ferry. Deja gets to go over the water for the first time. Let's get over to the ferry now. We've got about a half-hour wait until we start boarding the ferry. This is gonna be pretty awesome. This ferry is the Chichiman. It leaves out of Tobermory in Ontario and heads up to Manitoulin Island. So the estimate for this ferry ride is about 2 hours to get from Tobermory to Manitoulin Island. And what a view. What good is a day of caching without a tree climb? Highway right over there. Ground right down there. On to the next. One more. There's always just one more. And there ain't nothing like a well-earned FTF. On to my target at the far west end of the island. Geocaches are sparse and civilization is scattered. There is, though, one geocache to find on the shore next to a lighthouse. Alright, I have arrived at the destination. It is the Mississauga Lighthouse. It's also a museum and it's got a whole bunch of stuff about the Griffon. This is what the lighthouse was like back when it was active. I mean, they've got all the rooms set up. A do not enter sign. These dishes, this is old stuff. Oh, the china. Man. This is all for when people lived in the lighthouse to operate it. This is pretty cool. This is how they kept things cold, in an icy ball cabinet. Old radio too. I don't think it works. What? 7-Up? How old is that? And the Pepsi bottle. Pepsi Cola. What? The ferry landed there, and I've come all the way up and around. There's now a quarry up here, and there's the Mississauga Lighthouse. Okay, it's time to go up the lighthouse. This is always the fun bit. Stairs, stairs, stairs. Up we go. Oh man. See, that's one thing that I love about lighthouses. The stairs are so vertical. You really have to be careful when you climb them so you don't slip down. Sweet! The lighthouse. And we've got the full 360-degree view. Look at that. Whoa. And I almost fell down the stairs. That would not have been good. It's pretty warm up here. That is the shoreline, and I got the the beacon in my face. Man, love the views. I mean, look at that. This is the Mississauga Strait, a strip of water connecting Lake Huron to the North Channel. It's this shore that is now widely believed to be the final resting place of the crew of the Griffon. Seriously guys, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is like the best place to go for a 10-year cache anniversary. This is awesome. There's a cave somewhere way down there, somewhere where they found skeletons of the crew, and that's why they think this is where the ship crashed. Oh, you don't want to go down there. The Griffon set sail from Rock Island in Michigan, and that was the last time they were seen, until the lighthouse keeper discovered a shipwreck on this shore from which many artifacts were recovered and sit on display here. The only real connection to the Griffon are estimated dates of some of the constructed artifacts and a larger skull believed to be that of Lucas, the pilot of the Griffon.
They sail off into Lake Michigan, and where does she go? We don't know. That's the mystery.
That's the mystery.
Okay, I am trying to find the cache now. It is kind of hidden in this little nook of a forest, but there are a whole lot of cracks and rocks, so it's got to be somewhere here. Alright, still no luck, but I read the description and it says something about under a grand cedar. Cedar right there, big curve. There's another one a little further back. There's a bunch of grand cedars. There's one right here. But oh, there is this nice beast. That's a whole lot of fingers. And we got a little ledge here. Oh, would you look at that? All right, Mississauga Lighthouse cache cookie tin. I wonder what is still inside. It's a little rusty. When was this last found? Okay, there we go. The logbook. Some creepy, weird, kind of ghosty guy. My little brony. And a few other little trinkets. I think it is time to sign the log. If it's not too moldy, double bag. The last signature is dated August 20th last year. So it's been almost a year since it's been found. Not bad. Signed in. I am kind of impressed that this cache is lasting so long. The rusty metal is sticking in oh, the base is almost, yeah, it's got holes in it. It's rusting right through. And now I have rusty hands. All right, so this cache was placed in July of 2003, which means it is now 16 years old. I think that might be the original tin can too. The Great Lakes are the graveyard of thousands of shipwrecks, many still undocumented and undiscovered. But the Griffon is considered the most mysterious of them all. Its case may never be closed or laid to rest, and I'd never have known about it or even set foot on this rocky beach where just a few stones throws away laid what's considered to be the last of its crew and ship, were it not for geocaching. It's been 10 years since I found that first geocache called Griffon, just by a random plaque, and today it's come full circle. Great respect to these intrepid explorers of old, and like them, I feel like I've discovered more in these 10 years than I ever could have imagined. Thank you, geocaching hobby, geocache owners, and geocaching community for opening up a new world of adventure. Now I get to cache on the way back to the ferry, the Chichiman. Do we have another FTF? Let's see. We have a log with a lock. Attempt number 1, success. Spiders. We have an empty log with a logbook. The question is the logbook empty? This is the moment of truth. The logbook is empty. FTF! And on that note, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. I hope whenever you get your next cache-iversary, whether it's 1 year, 2 year, 4, 5, whatever, I hope you have fun doing that. Find something enjoyable, something you haven't done before, and just have a great time. Get out caching. If you like this, then hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button in the corner, and the little notification button as well. And if you're interested, down in the corner is going to be the videos from Geo Woodstock, which I'm heading to right after this. A week and a half of road tripping. It's going to be fantastic. I will see you next time, which means happy caching and excellent adventuring. I just got interrupted by another thought. A telescope. They got a telescope. Hashtag Mississauga Lighthouse. Is that 1 word or 2 words? Chichiman! Have you heard of it? Probably not. It's a little bumpy. And hopefully I don't run out of gas. And I'm only still talking because I haven't stopped recording. And this is not going to make it into the recording.